Delegates from the National Council of Provinces are conducting oversight visits to assess informal settlements in the south of Johannesburg this morning. The aim is to focus on housing infrastructure, the housing backlog, and importantly, to see to it that there is a creation of integrated and sustainable human settlements. And following this story, our reporter, that's Tumaole Mohlaoli, is on standby for us. Tumaole, good morning to you. That walkabout expected to get underway soon by the NCOP members. There's no guessing as to what is going to confront them, whether you talk about the poor conditions that people live in. The important element here, I suppose, Tumaole, is what they are going to say to the people when they are asked the question, okay, so you have come to visit us here to see how we live. When can you guarantee that we will be moved out of this squalor?
Well, Koli, this is one of the key issues that will be facing them head on, as you've just pointed out. But I initially put that question through to members of the delegation, and the response that I got is that what they are here to do is a fact-finding mission, to hear what the concerns are, and only then, as members of the NCOP, will they then take it up the various channels, including to the National Council of Provinces, and then it will be upscaled to the National Assembly, which will then have to delegate who will be responsible in terms of sorting out the issues. But I can tell you, this area, Drizik Taxi Rank, it's called Drizik Taxi Rank because this informal settlement, the residents here were moved from another area and relocated here. They were promised that this area would be upgraded, and since then it has been discovered that that process won't necessarily be able to be done because there is piping underneath this informal settlement, water infrastructure that feeds the surrounding areas. So therefore they can't dig foundations for fear of disturbing that water piping. And it's quite a situation because what has happened is that they've begun to formalize this area. But let's hear from the residents themselves. I'm standing with one of the ladies who has been visited by Councillor Amos Masondo, who is, of course, the chair of the NCOP. Ma'am, can you please start by identifying yourself and tell us what have you told the delegation?
Oh, my name is Aselina Mashiko. I'm staying at Drizik, Ward 5. So what I said to them is the way the development has been going on our area. It's been going on very well, except that we are having a problem of the toilets, which is the storage only. At the moment, we've got electricity. We just got water from Joburg Water. We are very grateful and thankful for that, because now I can even do my washing, as everyone can see, in my own place, at my own yard, because of I just got a tap. And the crime is very high. That's what I also said on our side. And we don't have any, even if we call the police, there's a neglected, like they come whenever they feel like. They've ignored us. I have been robbed. So none, since from December the 10th, I was in the house. But when I waked up, I had nothing in my place except left with a sofa and a fridge. No microwave, no TV, no sound, no everything in my... They even moved me from my own bed. They took even my personal details, which is my phone, my IDs, even my partner's CVs and IDs. So that's all I can tell you. This place, it's okay for now. It's a fine in living structure. But in crime, it's very high. We've been living in a very high place of a crime. Even last week, they just shot someone near us, just here nearby, our neighbor. He's been hospitalized. Nothing. No one has been arrested. We haven't even heard anything. Right. And we're living with those people. And the police knows them, I think, as well.
Right.
So, yes.
Thank you very much for that update. So that was one of the residents who has just given us an overview of some of the things that she relayed directly to Amos Masondo, as well as other members of the delegation from the National Council of Provinces, detailing crime, detailing infrastructure challenges, but seemingly residents are quite happy with the developments that have been made here, including the sanitation systems. But of course the concerns is that the sanitation system that I'm speaking about, as I look out, including here at the home, is the outside lavatory. And what officials have been saying is that the challenge is that the pipe work that I mentioned earlier that runs beneath this informal settlement and this area is what's stopping them from expanding the sanitation and water infrastructure. I can tell you that the city of Joburg officials are here, a high-level delegation, including the MMC for infrastructure development is also here. So this is something that will be done. The MMCs for community safety are also here. So this is certainly something that we hope will yield some results for residents here. And that is the situation as it stands, Polly. Right now the delegation has gone through the rest of the area, and we will try catch up with them, and we will be bringing you those developments as and when it happens. With that, it's back to you in the studio.
Senior reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli, thank you very much for that update.